Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Ayyappa Chakilam, St. Joseph's Degree and PG College. We are into Unit 5 of Digital Marketing, and we'll be learning today about analyzing the website's performance. Now, we are at the last leg of a syllabus. We are here to analyze the particular campaigns that we run. Not only about social media campaigns, but also if you are having a website, if you are running an email campaign. So, how do we analyze the whatever marketing exercise that are taken in the digital media? Today, we'll be learning exclusively about website, analyzing the website performance. So, as a marketer, you would be having your website, a business website, and the first thing you would be doing is definitely try to see how did the website is performing, because there should be some metric to understand how good your website is, how well your audience is taking your website, how many people have viewed my website, have come into my website, how is your website traffic, which demographics are viewing my website. By understanding all these metrics, we can make sure that we are hitting the correct target market. If you're not hitting the correct target market with the existing website that we have, the company can definitely go for some changes in their websites, and then go for new campaigns. So the first, trying when you try to understand how do you analyze website performance. So we try to see based upon several metrics where we use data coming in. The data would be recorded where each and every visitor visits a particular website, business website. It would be recorded from the time where from which source he has come to that website. I told you many times, isn't it, wherein if you have a social media campaigning running and that has a particular landing page, or if you click on that, that will lead to your website. So where is the origin of your website? From where is your website leading to? So if about 100 views that are there, if excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, so if 100 views, website views are there, are those 100 views directly coming in where the visitor is directly entering the website in the
हाँ
server,
क्या
or
हुआ
yeah,
बहन जी हाँ उनको बोलते भैया
mute please. Nowadays my voice is good here, I have good connection. Please, yeah, muted it, done. Yeah. So you try to see from which sources did the people come into your website. Are they directly entering your website into the address bar? Are they going to the Google and searching for your website? Or did it search a product that you were selling that actually led into it? Or were you running an advertisement in some particular Google search? Are you doing an SEM, SEO? Did you send an email? Did they come through a particular blog? Or did they come through WhatsApp? Did they come through Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest? From which source are they coming from? Everything would be recorded, and we have several tools with the help of statistics. With the help of statistics, we can able to understand how the performance of the website is going on. So this tool is called as Google Analytics. Google Analytics for small businesses is a free tool that is being provided by Google, where you can register with the Google Analytics and try to understand how well your website is performing on various metrics, various permutations, various combinations. Many variables can be taken, demographics can be taken, behavioral patterns can be taken, everything can be taken, and then they try to understand how the website is performing. So let's see. I'll go through before going through the content that is there here. Okay, I'll just show you what are the various things we need to analyze in a website. Then I'll show you how analytics can be done directly in a Google's website live. So first is the visitors. So how many visitors are involved in your website? How many visitors are there in your site for a particular day, for a particular week, for a particular month? So everything can be analyzed by choosing a particular metric. If you want for a particular week or a particular day, during a particular month, on a particular year, everything can be really understand. And where you can also track how many raw visitors, how many unique visitors that are there. When you talk about raw visitors, unique visitors, raw visitors, the first time visitors, unique visitors, where unique visitors will definitely be the people who have come for the first time. Raw visitors, I think raw visitors can be who are coming again and again. So when you track unique visitors, you're tracking individual people even if they make multiple visits to your site within a 24-hour period. So when you're talking about unique visitors, for example, me myself, I'm going for a website, and I've seen a particular XY website 5 times. So so my visitors count would be 5. It will not be 1. It might come from the same IP address from the same device, but that is taken as 5 count. That is called as unique visitors. Next is visits. When a visitor visits your site, that's counted as a visit.
So are you presenting something?
You can't see.
No, sir, I'm not able to see it. Sorry.
Well, just move on to the
Yes,
presentation
sir.
screen.
I'm also not able to say.
Huh? Just doing that, Mahesh.
Sir, I can see, sir.
You are screen, your screen
Yes,
is
sir.
showing
Now
on
it's able to see. We need to scroll down, sir.
the. Mahesh, you have screened your, you have tried, showed your screen. That's why I'm not able to show mine. Okay, moving on. Please do not do any kind of juggling with your mobiles, please, or laptops. Please, listen to me. So next are the visits. How many people are visiting your website? Page views is different from website because a website would have more than one web pages. So how much is the view of each page? So that can easily be tracked. Which is a web page that is having the most number of views in your website? By this, we can try to easily understand how which page is getting the maximum traction, which page is getting attracted. Is it about the about us page? Is it about the company page? Is it about the offers page? Is it about the products page? So where is that the consumers are visiting more? If the consumers are, if the visitors are visiting more of the FAQ page than anything else, that means your website is completely what do you say, completely messy, where people are not able to understand what do they really want to do, because if FAQs is something if they do not understand, so the visitors would go and check it out. So each web page would be analyzed. If we are having about 10 products, which product was viewed the most, which page was viewed the most. So everything can be analyzed through analytics. Next is session duration. Session duration is how much time does each visitor is staying on your website. So how much time is it staying on? For example, if the user is staying just the less than 1 minute, that means that user did not like the look and feel of your website, because he just got, he was not at all interested with the first impression of your website. So you're not able to hook him onto your website as he has left within a minute. So session duration is a really important factor to see how much the visitors have hooked on and stayed onto your website and stayed and checked how well the session is, how well the products are, or if it's an e-commerce site, they try to see it, or if it's just an information site, how much they're spending on the website. So longer session could indicate the visitors are having trouble finding what they want, or they really like what they find and stick around to read more. So two things that are there when you talk about longer session duration. One thing, they really cannot find whatever they want to see, or otherwise they really like the content that is there in the web page, so they're staying over there for longer times. Bounce rate are the shortest visits, where one particular visitor opens a website, lands on the site, and just clicks move to another site. That is called a bounce rate. Bounce, as less the bounce rate, the better chances of your performance of your website. That means if you're having a less bounce rate, that means your website performance is going on really good. So it calculates the percentage of visits where the visitor enters and exits on the same page without visiting any other pages in between. So wherein, for example, you have a display ad somewhere. Clicking on the display ad of a website that leads to a landing page. After seeing the landing page, did the customer visitor click on any other link on the landing page or not? So he just saw the landing page without any moving on to any other web page. Did he close the website? That is called a bounce rate. That means the user didn't show any kind of interest in continuing with it. So high having a high bounce rate, having a high percentage thing is a very bad thing to do. Next is percent exit. So it's related to the bounce rate. It's a percent exit metric where it measures the percentage of visitors who exit from a given web page. It is interesting, the high percent exit could indicate people getting frustrated within a given page. So it's again related to the bounce page where you have an existing from an existing web page, they're quitting the page without any transaction. If it's an e-commerce website where they're not completing a transaction, they just after going through the uh, particular web page, they are exiting through that particular page. That is called an percent exit page. Top exit pages. It's interesting to learn which pages make the visitors leave that from their website. That means a company has about 20 web pages. In the 20 web pages, they might be having about 10 products. In those 10 products, through which product did they make the highest purchase? Through which product was the page wherein they exited after visiting that web page? So with that, the company can really understand which is the web page that is acting as a villain in our website. Which particular web page is not doing good, where the visitors are visiting the particular web page and just exiting the website. I hope everyone is getting what I'm telling you. So these are the pages created, the exit pages. Normally, exit pages are normally created uh, by the website itself, wherein after the transaction is done, sometimes what happens is, thanks for contacting us, thank you for contacting us, thank you for placing an order with us. These are the exit pages. If the exit pages, if the total number of exit pages of these pages are really good, then definitely the website is doing really good. So you have some investigating to do. If you find people are exiting from the pages, that could be leading them to other pages. Instead, they typically want the visitors to follow one or more specified paths and then exit the page. So if you go to Amazon, or let's take uh, okay, if you go to a magazine, let's take an example of a magazine, e-magazine, and you want the landing page is somewhere you're asking for a subscription from the customer. And from that particular page is leading to somewhere page where they're showing the demo of the magazine. When the visitor is clicking on the demo of the magazine, that web page opens up. And in that web page of the demo web page, you might be having a link where buy subscription, subscribe now. 30% of the people, of the visitors who were on the demo web page exited without clicking on subscribe now. That becomes the exit page for the website. 30% is less. For example, if they're exiting on the demo web page or the main website, on the main web page where you want the attraction to be done, they're exiting on that particular page. That means If, for example, 65% of the people are exiting on the demo web page, that means you're doing wrong with the demo. There is some problem with your demo page. You have to change your demo page. So if people have went for about 40% have clicked the subscribe now, they subscribed it, and then they are done with it. That would be the exit page. Going ahead, they clicked on subscribe now. After clicking on subscribe now, seeing the tarifs, they have exited the page. Sometimes what happened? It's gone. That becomes the exit page. I'll show you live examples of all this now. Top pages, which are the most highest viewed web pages in our website, they are called as the top pages. We can analyze them. Top landing pages, as we know, landing pages, what are the landing pages? Where we lead to a particular web page after clicking on a display ad. Traffic sources, from which source is the visitor visiting a website? Is it through organic search, where going into Google search, or entering directly into the address bar, or through any social media, or any paid advertising that we have done? So what did we do? We'll see that traffic sources and the keywords, through which traffic source, which is the best keyword that drove the visitors to visit your website. So what are the best keywords that we use so that the people were coming to us? So if some of the keywords are not making any good, the advertiser can remove those keywords and insert some new keywords. So the advertiser can really understand, the website designer can really understand which are the best uh, uh, web pages, or which kind of keywords that have been really helpful. So now I'll try to show you how do we analyze this particular web pages. So I'll go to this Google Analytics page. So I have this particular Google Analytics page. We have already gone to this website called as analytics.google.com. So we can register there free by giving our own website. As I do not have my own website, I try to view their demo. A demo of the website is Google has. So here you can see at the top one master view. So which website are they talking about? The website is called as Google Merchandise Store. Google Merchandise Store. The website is this, shop.googlemerchandisestore.com. So now we are seeing the analyzing the performance of this website through which various metrics. So they have apparel, lifestyle, stationery, shop by brand, so many things that are there here. So let's see one by one what happens here. So first, on the left side, you can see several reports that are there. First is the real time. When you're talking about real time, at this point of time, live at this point of time, how many people are viewing this our particular website? That is called a real view. See how good is that happening. Right now, 41 people are viewing this particular website, that is shop.googlemerchandise.com. 85% are watching on the mobile, 18% are watching on the desktop. So that's how real time works. Immediately, without any kind of trouble, Google helps us with try to analyze. So right now 40 active users that are there here. So top reference, from where did the people have come from? Most of them have come from analytics.google.com. Social traffic is from which social media have come from. 40, most of the 40 of them have not come because there is no data for this particular view. And top keywords are not provided here because the user base is very less here. So what are the top active pages, web pages that are there? Google plus redesign, shop by brand, YouTube. Home is the next active web page, and something shop by brand, Google, and then frequently asked questions, that is the FAQs. This locations, where are the locations are the people are viewing my website? So if I clicked on India, 4 active users are in this. One would be among the 4. We are one among the 4. Next is locations, real-time locations, city, here it is Chennai. So 20, from 26 active cities, people are viewing our website. You can see in country, active users are 31. In India, 31 people are using. You can see the map here. 31 people are using a website. If I'm going more into detail into it, Bengaluru 4, Chennai 4, Delhi 3. You can see Hyderabad 1. Who is that one? Me, myself. So traffic sources. Among this 35, direct is 33, one is organic by entering into Google, one is affiliate to the other partners that are there. So this is the real-time use. How many people are viewing my website? I can easily, immediately understand. Next is it gives you the picture over a period of time. That is the overview. You can see audience overview, all users. You can see hourly, daily, week, and month. I can select whichever metric that I want. If I'm selecting a week, 12th April to 18th April. I can go and change whichever dates that I want, and I can check it in seconds. So how many users were there between this particular week? 11,435 users. How many new users? 10,192. New users are the people who have logged in for the first time. So for example, me, as I've logged in today for the first time, I would be considered as a new users. It's a metric to understand how many new users are coming into your website. How many people are viewing it? Is it the all the repetitive customers, or all the is it the new customers? Remember, in marketing, it is a twofold goal: retain the old customers and try to get new customers. They will increase the sales. Sessions. How many sessions? 13,811. You can see the returning visitors are in this particular pie diagram, you can see returning visitors are about 18%, new visitors are 82%. So returning visitor who has visited before and has come back to the website again. Page views, all the cumulative of all the page views in that particular website, 55,000. Bounce rate is nearly 50%. Well, what do you mean by the bounce rate? The people are not completing the transaction. We are just seeing it and just exiting. Where if you're on the main page, even before moving on to the next web page, they're just moving on. What is the average session duration? For all the 55,000 views that are there, what is the average time each person has spent? 2 minutes 46 seconds. Some might have spent half an hour, some might have spent 15 minutes, some might have spent seconds. So taking everything into consideration, 2 minutes 46 seconds. Here demographics, we have the language. How many people are viewing in English language? That is more than 52%. Next is, what is GB? I think it's German. Country. Demographics by country. In the last 1 week, most has come from US, that is 4,300. If it's taking by city, which is the highest city that is there, and not set where the people they have in the personal settings of the visitor, I have not given my city. So Google will not record from which city I am at. Or else they might be browsing the website in privacy mode, incognito mode. Next is New York, San Francisco. From which browser are they viewing my website? Chrome is the most, 8,800. Safari 1,800. From which operating system? Is it Windows? Is it Mac? Which operating system are there browsing my website? What happened to the network?
So I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah. Wait, Gulshan. Let me just finish this. So operating system, Windows, Macintosh, Android, and everything. Yeah, Gulshan, tell me.
So when this bounce thing happens, do the companies face a loss, any kind of monetary loss that they face?
No loss of anything. It's just
It's
that,
just that they record the bounce.
yeah, exactly. Let's see. My Google merchandise store here. This is their homepage. So if I'm an exiting my page, I'm not liking it, I'm just going off. Moving on from here, I might go and select this case, shop now. So I went into a specific e-commerce web page of Google. So now I went into this. I'm trying to browse all the merchandise that is given, the apparel that is given by Google now here. When I'm checking over this, if I'm exiting here, it said this becomes my exit page. Again, this goes into my bounce page, where because I'm not going through the transaction. That's how bounce state and exit pages work. This would be counted as my exit page. Which which page does the customer want the exit page to be? To be the last page. So many a time you see several websites ask for subscription. And the initial when initial registering, they'll not reveal the pricing. So initial they'll ask you step one, enter your personal information. Step two, which step two might be again review the whatever subscription that you want. Third is the billing. Many a time people seeing the billing, the prices and everything, they exit on that page. So that becomes the exit page. If that particular exit page is high, the advertiser can or the website developer or the owner will understand that my exit page is higher in the subscription plan page. That means people are not liking my subscription plans. So can I change my subscriptions? That's how it happens. So again, demographics system, operating system in mobile also, which operating system? Android, iOS. Definitely Android will be the highest. 1800 followed by the iOS screen. It has a screen resolution also. See how such minute things are also will be recorded. So next we have active users. What do you mean by the active users? How many people, how many are the returning visitors to my website within a specific time frame? Example, today is 20th April. I've seen this website for the first time. And I'm going to check this website again in 5 days. So in which particular frame I would come under? 7-day active users, 14-day and 28-day. If I'm checking my website after 18 days, so I would not come under 7-day active users and 14-day. I would directly go into 28-day active users. This metric is used by the advertisers, or for example here the website, to e-commerce website, to understand how frequently the people, our returning customers are buying a product. If I'm buying a Google merchandise, I'll not be going to the Google merchandise every day to check what is new in stock, because every day you do not want to buy the same merchandise again and again. So maybe today I'm checking it, maybe after a month I'm going to check it again. So Google will try to understand. Facebook, many a time at the end of every quarter, Mark Zuckerberg comes this particular infographic showing how many weekly active users that are there for Insta, for Facebook, for WhatsApp. That is a metric to tell the investors, to tell the everyone that how many people are still active on our app, on our website. Many times you try to see where you just log out of Insta or Facebook or delete the app. Do not open this particular social media. Within 3 days, you'll be getting notifications in your inbox saying that, no, dear Ayappa, you're missing on something. Dear Ayappa, your friends are waiting to say you a hi in Facebook. So that's how they want to make sure the people are coming into that they are viewing your website or an app again and again. So these are the active users. So as you can see here, definitely 7-day would be less and 28-day would be high. You can see here 28-day active users are 38,400. 38,400 are the people who have come back. They have logged in at least once into this website. So lifetime value, cohort, this into beta version, do not want to go into there. Next is audiences. Here I want to show you audiences where in this particular thing you cannot see here, everything is 0 because they are not able to in the demo version. So what did I do was I've taken a YouTube link and just paused it, and you can see the things here. This website is classiccarriergirl.com. You can see the things that are there. Okay, these are the referrals. Just hold on, guys. Yeah, you can see this one here. Here, every web page is given here. Which is the top viewed web page of my website? Best Planners 2017 is my top view website. How many page views? It's split. The total page views are 4,23,000. Here the page views for the top one is 53,004. So each web page adds up to this total of 4,23,000. Unique page views, as we discussed, is a unique. Uh, I'll just see what is unique, because I'm also not sure. Let's see what is a unique page view. Next is average time on the page. 44 seconds is average time completed together. Entrances, entry page 1,72,000. Bounce rate is only 15% for this website. That means it's doing really good. 40% of the exit, whatever exit page that you give, 40% of the people are exiting through that particular web page. That means you're doing really good. And page value is 0. That is something related to how much are you charging. It depends upon the campaign that you are running. So this is another one of this website, classiccarriergirl.com. Referrals. On the left side, you can see referrals. Through which source are people coming into a website? See, out of the 80,000 sessions that are there, the top source has come from Pinterest.com for this particular website, that is classiccarriergirl.com, which means that Pinterest campaigning is working out really good for the website. So if this particular analytical tool was not there for the website, can they really understand from which source they are coming into? Never. So this would really help them to understand, see, and classiccarriergirl.com directly entering into the address bar 19,000. Next is the Facebook. Next is Insta. Again, these are the affiliate marketers. This is the blog. Bloggers can be affiliate marketers where they put up this particular page on the blog that would lead into this. This is Google Android, Google quick search box. This is something related to your mobile. On the mobile, you have on the Android mobile, we
Hypershock.
immediately have a Google search
Excuse
box.
me, sir. Your screen is not visible, sir. Now it's visible. Yes, sir.
Acha, is
Now
it
it's
visible
visible.
now? Okay. Guys, I'm not able to see the chat. Please listen to me. Please tell me. Okay?
Right,
If
sir.
any issues. Okay, I'll go back again. Referrals, you can see here 80,000 views. Pinterest, the top one, that is 44,000. Classic Area Guild, 19,000. Instagram, Facebook, Google's quick search bar, you have in your Android homepage. Where you see a Google bar in your homepage, that is the one that is there. Again, this Facebook is website Facebook. So various places in where, through which source did the people have come and came through your website. Everything that are there, this is the earlier thing. And I think you have not seen this also, right? Yes, these are the web pages, which is the top web page that is being viewed by the visitors. So here everything is the top page that has been viewed in them. So let me show you the demographics overview. Here the gender, how many people have visited this Google merchandise? It's more females, 60%. As you expect from a shopping website, females will be more. Age, what is the age group who are visiting my website? As you can see, the Google merchandise website between 25 to 34, it's the highest. 40% is from 25 to 34. You can see this particular metric in kind of a graph here. 25 to 34, all the things that are there. Here you can see each metric is given: acquisition, bounce, behavior, conversions. In acquisition, we have users, new users, sessions. How many new users are there? Total users, new users, in the behavior, bounce rate, pages per session. How many pages a particular visitor has seen in particular web session. So I've come to the second page. I'm clicking on this. This is the third page for me. So how many web pages I'm seeing in one particular session? That is the average session. Average session duration to goal conversion rate, goal completions, goal value. What do you mean by the goal conversion rate? What is the goal of an e-commerce website? To complete a sale, isn't it? So when you're talking about goal conversion rate, if what is the conversion rate? That is the 10% is the conversion rate for this particular website. That is the Google merchandise. So out of 55,000 views that are there in that particular last week, so 10%, which turns out to be how much? 5,000 sessions were converted into a sale. So in different kind of ways, we can see this kind of a pie chart. We can have a bar diagram. In whatever ways the customer or the viewer wants, that can be selected and saved. And also you can see the gender. Next is you see the interests, overview, affinity, mobile, through which devices are there coming from. It's telling you the highest is Apple iPhone. Yeah. You can see highest is Apple iPhone 1200 out of the total of 3200. 3200 views last week from mobile. Out of the 3200, highest is the Apple iPhone, then iPad, Google Pixel. Not set is something in incognito mode. So you can see so many metrics that are there here. Choosing one metric to decide which one is doing better, good for us. Yeah, for this particular one, acquisition campaigns. So you are spending some money on the campaigns. Google merchandise doesn't spend. That is why you see goal value as 0. How many people have come through this particular data share promo that they have run? Organic keywords. Through which keywords have visitors come to your website? Conversions, goals, overview of the goals. Goal completions, how many? 1432. So what is that goal the company has taken? The goal is taking the info of the customer. That is the goal. So how many have completed the goal? 15%. Store, visiting that particular website, this web page is the goal of the website developer. So that is where they have completed. Next, I wanted to show you a referrals. I'm just searching where is it. Referrals, Google Ads, search. Yeah, referrals. Overall traffic reference. For this particular, see, you can see that from which source the visitor is coming into your website. They have directly come by entering into analytics.google.com. They have come to this website, which is Google Merchandise Store. Through which one? The one which we are doing right now. That is the Google Analytics, because many are trying to see what is Google Analytics. Next is smallplex.googleplex.com, createacademy.youtube.com 407. How many from directly from the Google search? So many things that are there here. So to fit source, Google organic search, directly entering the Google search bar, entering directly into the address bar. A referral, that is there's the website we are doing, Google Analytics. So which sources are there coming in? So after doing all this, the developer can go and export. You can see at the top right, export into a PDF, Google Sheet, Excel, or a CSV. You can go into Excel, edit the data, try to do the projections, or save it as a CTF, PDF, make a report out of it, and do it. So that's how Google Analytics works, where it is reviewing each the website that you have registered with Google Analytics. If anyone has their own website, or if you have any friend's website or anyone want to do it, you can register with Google Analytics and try to do this analytics part. So Google Analytics is the most preferred analytics page that is there out there. Apart from that, there are also third party websites that do the analytics part. So this is something that I have taken somewhere else, statcounter.com. This statcounter.com is it's a demo of this particular company where they have taken the live data from a website called as guitar-online.com. This is an page of this particular website. Till now, we have seen of Google Analytics. Summary, page views, unique visits, returning visits. You can see the returning visits that are there here. April 18 returning visits. Total page views are 791. Unique visits are 621. So average monthly page views are 900. Monthly unique visits are 600. Monthly first time visits are this. Monthly returning are only 22. You can see April data, day-wise data, everything would be recorded. If you want to check into each page, guitaronline.com has many web pages to it. So which are the web pages are getting the highest traction? This one, Guitar Online, Guitar Online. So this one unique visitors has came up with 463 views. So that's how third-party websites also try to give some stats where a company can register with anyone and try to analyze the website performance, how well they're doing. Taking in report these particular reports into consideration, what can the company do is can try, update, build, modify, do some changes, and go for a complete overall of the website. They can do anything just by going through the particular performance of the website that is there. Is the problem is there with the website? If they're not doing well, sales are not happening. Problem is there with the website. Problem is there with the products. Problems are there with the marketing of the particular web pages, or marketing of the products or the brands that are there. So here I actually wanted to check this particular page. In Google Merchandise, we have the sale page that is given in red. Mostly what happens in an e-commerce store, the sale page tends to get the high traffic. I just wanted to check in analytics. Let's check if sale page would get high. Let's get some insight in the sale web page. No. Let's try to paste this particular in this particular and see if it is coming out where how good this particular web page is performing. I'm not able to get this. Okay, I think we need to explore a lot to really understand how well it is happening. And also here, if the company is not much aware of what are the insights that are there here, what are the problems that are happening, or you might miss out on some metrics that are there here. So Google also can help you on this. You can see on the right side, there's an insight. It will highlight you which are the points that needs a reconsideration, which are the points where you have to stress more now from now on. So you can see It has low average session duration. People who are coming from analytics.google.com, what's happening? The people who are coming from this particular Google Analytics page, they have a low session duration because we are just checking this Google merchandise website just to analyze from the data that is there here. Definitely because we are not shopping, we just come to view. Reach users who are close to converting with smart list. Website performance week over week. So you can go and check here how is the website performance. Your site performed below average for 1920 and 1080. So this is something about the pixels, isn't it? So talking about the page views, the site is performing well before 1920. So what should I do? I should update my website because this particular information we might have been missing for this. So Google itself is giving us an insight. Please perform better by going for when you're going for 1920 1080 resolution. Your e-commerce conversion rate decreased on some landing pages. So that is the insights that if you're clicking on it, see, you can see here the insights. It tries to tell us what is happening with us, minus 27%. Some of your landing pages have lower e-commerce conversion rate compared to the last month. It's compared to the last month where the conversion rate has come down. So we have to go do something about it. So even if you're not aware, what should we do, what are steps should be taken, or if you missed anything, insights will give us a really good help. What are you doing with it? So I can, what can I ask you is go through this particular analytics.google.com, and also if you really want to check all this, I'll be sharing you the link in the group where you can click on the demo and check whatever that I've checked today. So that's about how we analyze websites performance. So we try to see through analytics, that is statistics. Analytics is a new word that is there out there, but everything is stats. Everything is statistics that you do, that you all know what is it. But a new name that has been given is statistics, big data. Everything is the same. Just compiling data from the information that we have. That is statistics. The basic premise is statistics. Here, the computers are working for us, and they are trying to give immediate result, immediate review of the websites that we are having. So each website can be reviewed in this way. Day by we can analyze how is our website performing. If your website is a really good marketing tool that you have, so really we can really analyze how well our web page is performing, how well is our e-commerce doing, how well is a landing page happening. We were discussing about the landing page the other day, where you click on a display ad, you move on to a landing page. So how many have clicked something on the landing page that has led you over there? Many a time in emails, you get an email, you get an image in the email. That particular image, whole of the image acts as a hyperlink. If you click on any part of the image, that will lead to the company website or the landing page that is there. So how well the people are receiving the landing pages, everything can be tracked according to the demographics. What is the behavior, as you have seen here, as you have seen the behavior aspects, you have seen the acquisition aspects, you can see the audience, you can see the conversions, how many people have really converted by visiting your website. By through this, you can analyze and make sure you are setting a good course of action for the future. Okay, guys, is it clear? Any doubts? Please in the chat box. People are already entering your roll number also. Wonderful. Mahesh, quantitative data and charts are more helpful, sir, to analyze about the number of visitors and website users. Very much, yes. So, any doubts, anyone? If no doubts, you can enter your roll number and leave the class. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow again at 12 o'clock.